At this time, gentlemen, please remove your hats and graduation caps, and please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated. Hello, everyone. I would like to welcome faculty, family, friends, and students. First off, I would like to thank Mr. Ritzmiller and the entire administration for giving me the opportunity to speak at our graduation ceremony. Class of 2022, we struggled, we stumbled and staggered. All the hardships we faced, the capstone chaos with Mr. Phillips, the draining College Credit Plus classes, and all the confusing math problems with Bornhorst. These past 4 years of high school have been like none other. But even with all that and more, we're still here. But we did not do this alone. So with that being said, let's give a special shout out to all the mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and everyone else who has helped contribute to our success. Your help, support, and love kept us going. We owe you so much, and we truly do appreciate you. While our past is set in stone, our future has yet to be written. I know that each and every one of you has the potential to leave this ceremony and go do something great with your lives. We are the future, and we are going to show all the haters that the class of 2022 is the best class. 10 years from now, we'll come back and have laughs, jokes, and tell stories about how we succeeded in making our dreams, goals, and plans reality. And even then, class of 2022 will still be the best class. Class of 2022, as this is the last time you are going to hear this, I hope that you listen and take these words to heart. Dream like Martin, lead like Harriet, fight like Malcolm, write like Maya, build like Madam CJ, speak like Frederick, educate like W.E.B., believe like Thurgood, challenge like Rosa, and roar like a lion. Go be great, class of 2022. Thank you. It is my honor and privilege to welcome to the podium our guest speaker. Our guest speaker is a Meadowdale alumni class of '84. Her first experience with broadcasting came as a student at Meadowdale High School. She auditioned and was offered the position at KMHS. She went on to earn a degree from Central Michigan University in broadcast and cinematic arts. Before finishing her degree, she was offered a job at WCMU-FM. Before joining WHIO, she had experience with WCBE-FM, Hugh Sanders Broadcasting Properties, and U92-FM. In 2001, she was invited to apply for a reporter position at WHIO-TV. Some of the most memorable stories she has covered includes the September 11th terror attacks, the Oregon district shootings, the Memorial Day tornado outbreak, and the coronavirus pandemic. She is a proud member of the Dayton Area Broadcast Hall of Fame. Her life's memo is never be afraid to trust an unknown future to an all-knowing God. Please join me in welcoming Letitia Perry.
He said, yes, ma'am, and he said I graduated in '84, which I did, but that makes me feel so old, my goodness. Hey there, lions and lionettes. Any lions and lionettes in the house? Hey there. You gotta talk back to me. Giving honor, first of all, to God, to the superintendent of Dayton Public Schools, Dr. Lally, and all of the administration, to the teachers, and the administration at Meadowdale, especially to your assistant principal, Mr. Eddie Davis, who I watched grow up, to the program coordinators tonight, parents, family, members, and to you, the graduating class of 2022. Here we are, celebrating together. I remember 38 years ago, this month, in this building, I was sitting where you were. I was feeling the same feelings you're feeling, that same feeling of sense of accomplishment, the same optimism, and for some, the same question of, what do I do next? I'm here to tell you, oh, the things you'll do, class of 2022. Will it be college, the military, blue-collar work? Will it be a trade? Will you get married, start parenthood right away? Will you start a podcast? Will you be an influencer, a caregiver? There are so many possibilities. But whatever you choose, remember I told you first, oh, the things you will do, class of 2022. You know, there's an old adage that says, in order to be successful in the future, you have to remember your past. Know your history, remember it, and treasure it. High school, as you just heard the young man say, was filled with highs and lows. Remember the football games, remember the basketball games, the friends you made, the arguments you had, your favorite teacher. Do you remember your hardest class? You did that. You did that. And today, here you are. It didn't kill you, it made you stronger. And today, here you are. You can take all of that with you into this next phase. And I'm here for you. I'm here for that. Because, oh, the things you'll do, class of 2022. Decisions, decisions, decisions. So many of them to make. You set a goal, you map your milestones, and you move forward. And listen, this is the time for no excuses, no matter what. Pick out a person, someone you admire, someone you've met, or maybe you haven't met them, but someone who's doing what you want to do. Pick somebody and know this, they did not quit. They accepted no excuses. No matter what, failure was not an option. So you said you couldn't read? Look at Floyd Mayweather and Fantasia. No excuses, no matter what. You said, well, I'm homeless. I can show you Tyler Perry and Tiffany Haddish. No excuses, no matter what. You said you couldn't get past a dark place in your life. Well, look at Jennifer Hudson. No excuses, no matter what. So you might have smoked a little weed. You might have done something even stronger than that. But look at Samuel Jackson today. No excuses, no matter what. You said, I'm too fat, too dark, too skinny, too whatever. Look at Lizzo. Look at Lizzo. No excuses, no matter what. Perhaps you were molested. Look at Oprah Winfrey. You've tested HIV positive. Look at Magic Johnson. You say you're not strong enough to persevere. Look at Chadwick Boseman. No excuses, no matter what. You said the streets are all you know, but don't forget Ice Cube or Jay-Z. You were crushed when they cheated on you. Beyonce is still thriving. No excuses, no matter what. Your father wasn't around. Your mom struggled. You ever heard of LeBron James? You are of mixed heritage and never really felt like you fit in. Think of our 44th president, President Barack Obama. You suffered a trauma or an injury. Think Tiger Woods. No excuses, no matter what. You have a speech impediment? Amanda Gorman does too. You said there's a glass ceiling? Well, look at our Vice President, Kamala Harris, or the first black woman who's headed to the U.S. Supreme Court, Ketanji Brown Jackson. No excuses, no matter what. You are warriors by nature, my fellow lions and lionettes, and oh, the things you'll do. Class of 2022. See, my point is, things happen. Life is not perfect. However, you have to believe you are made for the challenge. No excuses, no matter what. Sometimes the best way to solve a problem is to stop participating in that problem. Learn to do better, be better, no excuses. And when that becomes your goal, oh, the things you'll do, class of 2022. One more thing before closing. As much as you work on you, be of service to someone else. That looks different for each and every one of you. It may be offering to pay for lunch for somebody or simply listening while someone sorts out a problem. It may even be offering your been there, done that experience to encourage someone who's going through it right now. However it looks for each one of you individually and collectively, be of service, be kind. There's a Facebook meme that I ran across, and it puts it this way: leave a mark, not a scar. Finally, sitting where you are, all those years ago, my goodness, all those years ago, I never in a million years thought I would travel to the places I've been, or meet the people I've met, or develop the passions that I have. So surround yourself with quality people. Remember that a dead battery can't jump a dead battery. Stay away from people who can't change and charge your spirit when you need a jump. A dead battery can't charge a dead battery. You will grow, you will be challenged, and you will eventually have to stand up for what you believe in. You will be treated well and badly. You will experience death, new life, new friends, and you will fall away from some of the very people that you thought would be around always. You will fail a lot. Get ready for it. It's part of life. You fail on your way to that life-changing success. It's life. Just do you, class of 2022, the best of your ability, and I guarantee this one thing too and for sure, as the old folks used to say, oh, the things you'll do, class of 2022, I can hardly wait to see it. Be blessed and be well, and thank you for the invitation.
Thank you for those encouraging words to class of 2022 and for sharing with us the values and traits of what it means to be Meadowdale proud. Please join me in thanking our guest, Letitia Perry. I now invite to the stage Meadowdale Career Technology Center valedictorian, Janiyah Frost.
Welcome, family and friends. I would like to begin by thanking all of our staff, faculty, families, and loved ones for coming out tonight. Stacey Abrams once said, "When we show up, act boldly, and practice the best ways to be wrong, we fail forward. No matter where we end up, we've grown from where we began." We made it here today to move from high school to the next level of our lives. Seniors showed up when COVID made learning impossible. We persevered through online learning and quarantine. We continue to show up when presented with challenges. We have acted boldly when we have grown from being inexperienced freshmen to bold adults. We have moved forward by overcoming every challenge presented to us. Think back to one of your challenging classes, not academically, but emotionally. For me, it was geometry, with a lack of structure and a somewhat chaotic environment, which made it hard to focus and grow. But our classes senior year were focused and collected, and it supported our growth by teaching us valuable lessons. Every quarter, the admin held meetings to make sure we were all on track. The Sinclair professors provided a well-balanced support system for CCP students. We had the support of teachers and staff that helped us get to the finish line and kept us updated on things we needed to do. We saw the creation of the CTE pathways, which opened up doors to careers. We have administrators that helped us reach our full potential. We have strong administrators like Mr. Davis, who is an alumnus of Meadowdale, which I guess makes us alumni too. As I finish my closing remarks, I wish all of you that are moving on to the next level the best of luck. Thanks to all that helped me get to this point. I love all of you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Finally, I would like to thank my mom, dad, and family for all of their support that helped me get to this point. Thank you for coming out tonight. God bless you all. Thank you. Please welcome to the stage your class of 2022 salutatorian, Brianna Hughes.
Wow, class of 2022, how y'all doing? Oh, shoot. It is my honor to welcome our staff, friends, family, parents, and to our mighty class of 2022 graduation ceremony. We never thought this day would come so fast, but we really made it. First, I would like to thank God, all my friends, family, teachers, administrators, and loved ones for being a support for the last 4 years. But there is one special person I would like to thank, and that's my mom. She has been a great inspiration in my life. With that being said, I will continue to walk in her track to pursue a career in the medical field. I took so many losses growing up, and losing my mom was one of the hardest. I made a promise to myself and to her to graduate at the top of my class, and I did exactly that. Although she isn't here physically, she's standing right here with me at this podium today. I couldn't be more proud of myself in the class of 2020. I would love to give thanks to you all, because without you, I wouldn't have been able to do it. We are a class of resilience. We fought through COVID and lost many loved ones. On behalf of all my classmates, we want to say thank you for joining us here today to celebrate this great accomplishment. In the 4 years of high school, some of my classmates lost many things due to the tornadoes, COVID-19, and the Oregon district shooting, which affected many of our families. High school has been a roller coaster for all of us, academically and emotionally. Dealing with social anxiety from being away from our peers for so long due to COVID, and also dealing with mental health issues with fear of catching COVID and being stuck behind a computer screen for almost a whole year, which really impacted us academically, socially, and emotionally. Mr. Davis introduced me to the saying, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket." At first, I was unsure how this applied to high school, but eventually, it taught me many life lessons. He also told me this quote that I keep with me at all times, which states, "If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, but it's okay to fail as long as you're failing forwards." Over the years, high school has prepared us to make mistakes and learn from them. Some of us did not have the character needed to succeed right away, but with the support from our classmates and teachers, we grew. Many of us received second chances for our classes, behaviors, and choices. I encourage the class of 2022 to start their new beginnings on the right track and take this quote with them. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? Step up to the plate and make a change. As you go off to college or off to the military, and even the work field, whatever it is that you do, just do the best version of yourself while doing it. Thank you. I now invite our principal, Mr. Ryan Rissmiller, to continue with the program.
Superintendent Lawley, with the powers entrusted to me by the Dayton Board of Education, I hereby request your consideration of the candidates for graduation. These students have met or exceeded the requirements set forth by the Ohio Department of Education and the Dayton Public Schools by having successfully completed at least 20.5 Carnegie units in the required courses and having passed state tests. Superintendent Lawley, I now present for your acceptance the class of 2022 Meadowdale Career Technology Center.
Good evening. I'd like to extend my welcome to the parents, the honored guests, and especially to the graduates. The past 2 years have truly been a challenge for each of you. You didn't get to finish your sophomore year. You were remote and without many extra activities during your junior year. And you were masked most of your senior year. However, each of you accepted this challenge and did what was needed to reach this day. You are prepared for whatever happens in your future because of the resiliency and commitment that you developed during your high school years. As you go forward, remember that you can do whatever you choose to do. Make good choices, remember the values that you learned from your family, and do your best. I wish you well as you move forward into your future. Congratulations and good luck. Now, as the superintendent of the Dayton Public Schools, and by the power entrusted to me by the Ohio Department of Education and the Dayton Board of Education, I do hereby accept these candidates for graduation, and I release their diplomas to be presented during this ceremony. Board President Smith, it is my honor to commend to you the Meadowdale High School class of 2022.
Good evening. This is a graduation. We got to do better than that. Good evening. That's more like it. Good evening to all administrators, teachers, parents, and most importantly, our graduates. My name is William Smith, and it is my pleasure to serve as the president of the Dayton Public School Board of Education. And even more important than that, I'm a Meadowdale alum, class of 2001. Mr. Granberry, I don't know about that best class stuff. I'm going to talk about that later. On behalf of the Dayton Board of Education, I would like to extend my sincere congratulations to the Meadowdale Career Technology Center class of 2022. Graduates, your time as students in the Dayton Public Schools will be ending this evening as you walk across this stage and receive your diplomas and become Meadowdale alumni. But you already know that that journey has not been easy. Others that started with you in the beginning are not here. Take some time to look around and realize that you're survivors. Each of you has a story of perseverance and determination. Every single one of you has a story that brought you here today. You were the freshmen when you suffered through a tornado. You were sophomores when the pandemic hit in 2020. And we'd be here all night if we talked about the changes you faced that other generations have never, ever seen before. And that's on top of the challenges and obstacles that come with living in the world that we live in. A world where injustice creeps around every corner, and a world where people like you and I are expected to fail because of the socioeconomic inequities that have been in our country from its beginning. But through it all, you made it here. Remember that determination and resilience that you have shown in these last few years. As you move forward in life, remember that you are survivors destined to be thrivers. But before you head off into this world, let's pause for a moment and see what you are leaving behind. And that is a changing culture that should make you all proud. You guys are changing the culture at Meadowdale, and for that, I am happy for you. You're part of a growing legacy. From growing career tech programs that saw 40 students take advantage of the 2 new programs that were added this year, to the varsity boys team winning the district championship for the first time in 30 years. You are part of a culture of pride and achievement inside and outside of the classroom. This class earned 176 college credits through the College Credit Plus courses. Yeah, you can get out of hand. And on top of that, they earned 42 career credentials and certifications and was awarded nearly $500,000 in scholarships. These are just some of the things you have done. Future generations of Lions can look at this school year as a mark to strive to. Do not let anyone tell you you are not already a success story, but that book is not complete. There are still chapters left to be written, whether it's entering college, joining the military, beginning a career, or taking another path. Know that you have shown that you are prepared for success, and we are all proud of you. Now, on behalf of the Dayton Board of Education, I accept these students commended to me by the superintendent, and they shall be hereforth deemed graduates of Dayton Public Schools, and they shall be hereforth bestowed with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities afforded to graduates of this school system. I wish you success in everything your future has in store for you. As you enter the next chapter of your lives, remember to take the strength that you've shown in getting to this point. When the roadblocks of life pop up, as they will, just look back and remember how you went through a pandemic to get your diploma, so there's nothing in this world that can stop you from getting what's next. Look around at each one of you. The people that are sitting next to you are here. Look up in the stands, in the crowds. Your family and friends are here. And please know that your Dayton Public School family will always be here to support you. I wish you well and good luck.
Janiyah Frost. Brianna Hughes. Donnell Granberry. Kiana Dixon. Denise Brown. Jamar Brown. Nevaeh Clark. Ashlyn Ferris. Sunshine Mitchum. Mariah Oliver. Kira Sprayer. Madison Alexander. Charles Allen. Kaylin Amaya Lainez. Dejan Armour. Million Ball Murray. Cheston Banks. Anthony Brown. Takaya Brown. Michaela Bird. Dwayne Cooper. Brian Dobbs. Antoine Dorsey. Demekus Dorsey. Tazion Ellis. Ryan Ferris. D'Angelo Fritz. Kyron Frost. Kaven Gay. Asha Brianna Gooden. Tatiana Gooden. Camille Graham. Jamari Grant. LaShawn Henderson. Rico Holman. Keyshawn Jackson. Timothy Johnson, Jr. What's that? George Carter. Nevaeh Lane. Alina Maxwell. Antoinette McCleskey. Jayon Moore. Michael McKinney. Lamont Green. Kenterica Guy. Russell Murray. Mark Nolan. Miranda Paul. Nikayla Petty. Thomas Raines. Journey Richardson. Annie Riziki. Janaya Robinson. Birchman's Patrick Samavara. Ashton Shearer. Jacob Stein. Jamar Stone. Charles Sumlin. LaSharia Thomas. Alani Turner. Innocent Vian. Cirrus Walters. Lynette Wilcoxon. O'Shea Woods. Ariana Haddock. Chanel Harris. Anastasia Smith.
Education is simply the soul of a society as it passes from one generation to another. Gilbert K. Chesterton. I have determined that education provided concepts that I couldn't gain on my own in my lifetime. Through education, I connected with culture, history, stories that should be told outside of education. With applying yourself and staying connected with God, you will receive great abundances, as for I have pushed through rocky bottoms. You may find yourself struggling, but always remember you have support. I had an English teacher who constantly reminded us to never be afraid to reach out for help. Bigger opportunities will be given if you stay focused and work hard. Getting an education can be challenging. You will experience financial problems, bullying, distractions, and bias. When I went through those challenges, I applied for tutoring, after-school programs, and even started a prayers group. I would like to encourage students to stay focused. You have unlimited amount of opportunities that will help you get through the challenges that you will face in pursuing your future and your dream. Meadowdale class of 2020, please rise. We did it! Woo! You may now move your tassel from right to left. Woo!
Please remain standing, and please join me in welcoming James T. Bone, Oliver Sr., alumni class of '96, in the singing of the Meadowdale Alma Mater. The Alma Mater can be found in your program.
Y'all ready? Meadowdale, oh Meadowdale, our hearts belong to you. Our loyalty we pledge to thee, two friends revealed and true. The lion spirit, brave and bold, will proudly wear the black and gold. Thy hallowed halls will ever be, yeah, a part of every memory. Congratulations!